Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. And look at how many people are in our virtual studio today. Tina, how are you doing?
Doing fabulous. We have a packed house today because next week is the Connect Summit 9. I cannot believe we have done 9 summits, or that we have done 8 summits, let alone 9. But next week is our Connect Summit 9. And all of our speakers are going to be here today to tell us a little bit about what they're doing. How are you today, Angel?
I'm good. I'm in Florida. I've got my little backdrop just to remind everybody, right, of where I'm at. And this morning I made the big leap. I made the big leap for in my calendar, changing everything from mountain time over to Eastern time. And it looks like it worked.
Well, I'm glad, and I'm pretty sure that you had like a little bag, a little brown bag, where you're like, okay, make sure that this works.
How many here are on the Eastern time zone? Look, we've got Albert. Wait, oh my gosh! Oh wow!
It's like everyone on our thing except for 2 people.
Well, so Christine's all the way on the other side of the country, in California, and we're always have to check in with our mermaid Don Bates. Where on the globe is Don Bates coming from? What time zone are you in, darling?
I'm now in Brazil. And I can't tell you the time zone because then people might know where I am.
Exact location, because I'll have to kill you.
Absolutely. I've got MI5 following me, don't worry.
So we have our resident mermaid in the house, and we have our resident unicorn in the house. Imagine that.
Right. And so, I want to kickstart it with Christine McKay, because Christine McKay with Vedette Negotiation, everybody loves her. She's a fan favorite everywhere she goes. Everybody who knows Christine. In fact, I was on a phone call yesterday with somebody that Christine had introduced me to. And darling, you're definitely winning friends and influencing people all over. But Christine McKay with Vedette Negotiation is our sponsor of the Connect Summit. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. It's good to see all of you, and Angel and Tina. I love your show all the time. I love being on it. So thank you.
We love having you on. I think you've been on at least like 4 or 5 times though, haven't you?
I think so. I think this is my 4th.
In fact, I think all of these people, except for our newbie here, Andrew, has been on our show at least 2 or 3 times. We have Albert Corey in the house, our Mr. Taxman.
Yes.
Where are you coming from, Albert?
Good old Miami, who just came out of the rain, the monsoon weather.
So are you like swimming through the 14 inches of rain that you guys got?
Dude, around, I came to the office yesterday and I made sure I took the expressway because there was no water, because all the little streets were flooded. Now it's all dry, but yesterday it was flooded.
It was flooded, and now all of a sudden it's completely dry.
Oh yeah, you'll see that in Florida, that things dry real quick if it doesn't rain for a few hours.
Oh, wow. All right, and then our next fan favorite, I think she may be our number 1 person who has been on our show the most, is Dr. Wendy Lovat.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Good to see you.
Number 1 bestseller, Dr. Wendy Lovat.
Hey, let me plug it. But no, I am hooked on the Angel and Tina morning show. It's awesome. And, it gets my day going. So I'm excited to be here and be a part of the Connect Summit. And I am excited for everybody because I've been seeing you guys everywhere. So hey, that's a good thing. You get maximum exposure. And it's not the kind where you're taking your top off.
That was yesterday. For those who didn't watch yesterday, we had a newbie on our show, and she was like, so can you guys tell me a little bit about your show? And very nonchalantly, and this stuff would have came out of my mouth, not Angel's, but it did come out of Angel's mouth. She's like, so right when we go live, we're a nude show. So right when we go live, we kind of take our tops off and, kind of do that. And she was like, and I was like, is that okay with you? And she was like, no, not okay.
but yes, she swims nude in her pool. So, you know.
Oh, and then later on, she's like, well, I do go skinny dipping. And we're like,
But with no cameras, Well, Dr. Wendy, I think one of the greatest things about what we've created here is this incredible community. So you see a lot of people that are familiar to you, people that you get to really connect with, get to know them even better, build those relationships and connections with. Of course, we bring on new faces, right? Because we're always growing, but it isn't the kind of thing where you're just like a revolving door, you're in and you're out. We want you in the community. And Dawn Moore, I think, has spoken on every single one.
you think she has.
You haven't missed one, have you?
Hey, I'm a fan, It's called the Connect Summit. And Andrew, you're the only one on this particular show that I don't know. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And that's the beautiful thing about this. We all know each other. We all know how to refer each other. And that's what we're here to do. Plus,
And
Angel,
the good thing about Dawn is that every single time she speaks on our summit, there's like a completely new subject that she speaks on. And we're like, oh, wait. I'm like, oh, I can go to the bathroom. I can get a snack. I can like get off video. And I'm like, oh, wait, what is she talking about? Like,
well, this week, this summit, I'm going to talk about audience. And Dawn Bates and I were talking yesterday. And I think the way that I approach audience is a little different than everyone else. It's probably because of my background as a professor. So relating it for entrepreneurs to get their message across by knowing who their audience is. So I came up with an acronym on the Assets Are Sexy Summit. Your audience is your pal. So I'm going to talk about that this time.
I love it. And not last but not least, but our second to last, my favorite person of all time and our sponsor of the Angel and Tina Morning Show, like all year long. And it's like this perfect little match made in heaven that he is our sponsor, because everybody we come on and we start talking about him, they're like, wait, what did you say? What did you say his website was? Like, I need that. So welcome Daniel Meyer with Sonic VA, and VA has turned into something different these days.
That's right. Thank you for having me here. So it's really exciting because we just launched a new product called Sonic Video Assistant. So virtual assistants obviously can do just about anything you need to have done from a computer, but video is a more specialized skill set. And basically, and I'll talk about this a little bit next week, is that video is where it's at right now. If you don't have YouTube at the heart of your marketing strategy, you're missing the boat, because there are more people on YouTube than any other website. And there's more content consumed on YouTube than on all the broadcasts and cable networks. So YouTube is where you need to be. So if you need a video editor, that's why we've launched this program. Pretty exciting stuff. And Tina's one of our rock star clients.
He does all of my YouTube videos. And let me just tell you, he has completely raised the bar. He has a lot of good things in the works coming up to help coaches and entrepreneurs and authors like absolutely get everything that they need into a video thing. So it's so good. I do want to do a little bit of a shout out, because my son is watching right now, and tomorrow is Veterans Day, and he's in the Army. So I wanted to tell him, thank you so much for serving our country and all of the people out there, but he's watching. So I was like, oh, let me just shout him out, because he hardly ever comes on. So Private Torres, he's private E2, E3 Torres. So he's still private. He is in Seattle serving our country and enjoying life over there. So hi, baby. All right. And then last but not least.
He's definitely not last. When we talk a lot about, how many here are authors already? How many of you are already published authors or want to be published authors? We talk about the value of having Amazon reviews, because if Amazon's going to go out to their 1.2 million Amazon Prime subscribers and say, hey, we've got something we think you might like, what do? We always check out the reviews. Well, I don't know who holds the record for the most. If it's not Andrew, right, then it would have to be, I don't know. I think it is Andrew. I don't know if he's checked. But as of this week, he hit 888 reviews on Amazon for his book. Andrew, let's like give a lot of love to Andrew for,
Thank
I mean, we all bow down. He was introduced to us from Miss Christine McKay. Andrew, we're excited. We're excited to have you joining us.
Well, thanks so much for having me. I could tell just by my interactions with you, Angel, and with Christine, and the fact that you know all these other people, I'm in really, really good company here, which is no shock. And quick little props to Mr. Daniel Meyer there. My YouTube videos, I film for 30 minutes and I edit for 6 hours. So I could really appreciate how someone can take that weight off someone's shoulders.
Right?
And I would recommend, if these guys say you're good, I'd recommend you to anyone that wants to take that weight off their shoulders, because wow. But the funny thing about the book, you know, I launched, you know, it was all 8, so I figured that was a fun Facebook post to do, but it's past 900 now. I just, you know, it hit 900, then it hit 901. I didn't have the screen grab of 900, so I left it at 888. But it's, you know, I don't even know where to begin. Like you know, because we had a conversation, Angel, I've given a lot of thought as to how or why this happened, because part of it's intentional and part of it is a byproduct of doing other things intentionally. So, you know, next week I'm really looking forward to sharing as much of my own insights on it as I can, so that other people can hopefully apply this to their books and just get their message out to people, because that's what it's all about, getting the message out and helping people.
I love it. Well, we're super excited. The Connect Summit is happening 1 week from today, Tuesday, November 17th, from 1 p.m. Eastern time till 7 p.m. Eastern
so glad
time.
that you are on the Eastern time zone now, because when we started, we did a 2-day summit the first time in March, and it lasted until like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, because we do like a pajama party afterwards, and I was like, I'm like, can we get off now? And she's like, it's only 6 o'clock, and I'm like, I am so tired.
It does start next week. Thanks to all of our, actually, this is most of the lineup, most of the speakers that will be joining us. There are a few that couldn't join us here this morning, but this is your dynamic lineup for spending the day with us next Tuesday. We call it the Connect Summit because we truly do want to connect humans, right? Connect people to people, connect you with some great resources, great allies, great relationships, and great connections. In fact, I told a story that I had heard yesterday about redwood trees and how they connect at the root level, and what makes them stronger is their connection. And truly, I think what makes us stronger is our connection. So that's happening next week. You can register for free thanks to the support of our fabulous sponsor, Venn Negotiation, Christine McKay. Tickets are complimentary, and plan to hang out with us all day long. Invite friends. It's all live. It's all engaging. It's all interactive.
Because you're going to need a lot of coffee to stay all nice and energized all day with all of these fabulous speakers.
And lots of paper to write all your little notes.
Right. And I go through, I mean, I think this was my little notebook last time. And I think I was like, went through at least 30 or 40 pages of notes from every single speaker. And it's just more value on value on value on value that this just pours into you. So if you're a new entrepreneur, or if you have been in business for years, there are tons of tips and tricks that these people are going to come and give to you. And we're going to kind of let you know what they're going to be talking about today.
Right. Well, the power of association, truly, I think right now being connected to some really innovative, creative, wonderful people that are out there making an impact. And so being able to be in a room with them, to be able to chat with them in the chat box, to go into the breakout room and connect with them is just really powerful. Right now, we can go online and pretty much learn everything that we want to learn, but interacting and engaging with others is what's keeping many of us afloat. Right. Just knowing that we can hang out with some other folks. So Christine, let's start off with you and give a little synopsis of who you are and what you're going to be speaking about next week.
Everybody know what kind of unicorn you are to us.
I guess I'm a unicorn. I won the unicorn award. So I'm a unicorn, and I'm also a global negotiation strategist. And we work with small businesses and help them ask for more and then show them the tools and the techniques to negotiate for it. I'm the author of 2 upcoming books. Why Not Ask? A Conversation About Getting More, and Sign Here, Negotiation Strategies for the Real World. I also am about to launch my podcast in the Venn Zone, where we'll be talking about negotiation across a wide variety of different things. Super excited because I got to interview Mr. Scott O'Neill, who's the CEO of Harris Blitzer Entertainment that owns the New Jersey Devils and the Philadelphia 76ers, along with the Grammy Museum and a number of other brands, sports entertainment brands. So we just have a lot going on, and launching a new program that's going to be essentially Toastmasters for negotiation. And really excited about that. And so, yeah, we just got lots of stuff in the works right now.
So when the pandemic hit, you really haven't been doing anything. You just
No.
You just kind of like took a big break, right?
Right. Now I just got to get them over the line. That's just, I got to get them over the line.
But so back in the day, it was in February when I launched my first book, you said, ooh, that's something I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And when was it that you were going to launch your first book? And
I wanted to do it by my 55th birthday. And I had gone down a path and I had started writing it, and I hit a point where it actually started feeling like an albatross around my neck. I started getting super frustrated, and I couldn't figure out why. And it was Ms. Dawn Bates who actually caught me, who called me on it. She's like, well, what the heck are you writing it for? And I'd long had a goal. I happened to look up at my vision board, and on my vision board is my book title. And right above it, it said #1 New York Times bestselling author. And it was like, oh, wait, that's kind of a different book than the one I'm writing. So I decided to go back and kind of start to rework that. And that book is my Sign Here, Negotiation Strategies for the Real World, which will also draw on conversations from the podcast. So that one will be a little bit further out. But Why Not Ask is an audiobook that I recorded with an amazing producer named Teresa Pushkar, who worked for Nightingale Conant for many years, recorded Marianne Williamson, Dwayne Dwyer, Brian Tracy, and a bunch of other people. And so she helped me produce the audiobook, and I have somebody editing it right now.
Oh, wow. How amazing is that? So yeah, she's been kind of busy the last couple of months.
I'm so excited for you, Christine, right? To see the transformation, to see all the exciting projects that you just put your finger on, right? And pretty much you're like a leprechaun, right? Everything you touch kind of turns to gold. And so it's fun to be watching that. Thank you for sponsoring the Connect Summit again, and for being our sponsor. I just posted the link in the comments for on Facebook Live, but here it is here for if any of you speakers want to grab it, because you can sign up and hang out with us all day long next week for free. Here's just an hour, quick little synopsis where we get to introduce them, give you a little sample, little taste of all of them. But next week we get to spend pretty much the whole day together. All right, so let's see. Let's go with Dr. Wendy Labatt next, because I think you are one of our most frequent visitors here to the Angel and Tina morning show.
What was it that you got the ANT award?
I think so. Probably the most, the fan or something, the most addicted to your show.
The most addicted.
Because I love the show. I mean, it's, you can listen to it while you're doing your work, and then you have such good guests that, it's always fun and uplifting and just kind of keeps your day going.
You're one of the ones that if we got, so God forbid, sometimes, Facebook and Zoom don't like each other and we can't go on Facebook Live. So sometimes we have to go through YouTube. But Wendy is one of the ones who are like, where are you guys? I can't find you.
I kind of got the hang. If I don't see you in the first 5 to 10 minutes, it's like, okay, they're having technical difficulties. They'll be on YouTube. I can watch the replay or something. But But it's good. I appreciate you guys being on because, you need that kind of fun, uplifting, start for your day. So I'm excited about it. And, like I said, I'm your fan. I'm maybe number one fan.
So Wendy, give
Angel and Tina morning show.
there might be a couple of people who haven't met you yet, aren't as familiar with you as we are. So give a little synopsis about who you are and what you're going to be speaking on next week. And also make sure you show a fabulous copy of.
She will. She'll be like.
Okay, I'm Dr. Wendy Labat. I'm also known as the financial healer, and I help people take control of their finances. And my book, Diagnose Your Financial Health, is the first step to that. Because, people are going through some difficulty financially, and not everybody, but even those that aren't, you still need to have a look at where you are, because things have changed. Even if you got money or you've got reserves, things are changing, and you have to change, and you have to review your finances as well. Now, I also want to note that the Affordable Care Act open enrollment's going on now until December 15th. So now's a good time to get that health insurance plan if you don't have it. Now, the Affordable Care Act is not health insurance, but it's a subsidy that will help you pay for it. And if you qualify, you can get, significant help to pay those expensive premiums. And because I had very good coverage, proper protection, when I went through my cancer battle, my $67,000 every 3-week chemo bill for a year was paid. My $300,000 medical bills for my 5 surgeries and all the tests that go with it was paid. And plus, I got a multiple 6-figure tax-free financial shot in the arm that allowed me to focus on my recovery instead of worrying about money, instead of worrying about personal or business expense or medical expenses. We're in a pandemic. Make sure you have that proper protection. I just got off the phone with a couple of my clients, and she and her husband, her daughter and granddaughter all had COVID. And she said she thought she was going to die. She's, doing better now. She still has a little remnant of the symptoms, but she said she got so sick, she literally thought she was going to die. So, fortunately for her, she had the proper protection. So she was able to get the medical treatment that she needed to get over that. Not just her, but her whole family, because I've got them all enrolled. So, be sure that you, I got them all covered. So, there's no reason not to have coverage, and it's no reason not to protect yourself during this pandemic.
Wow. I love Wendy's story. I love the fact that she has, we don't love the fact that she's had cancer, right? But her story of integrity, her story of investing in herself, and now sharing that journey, because how many people do we know that you're one medical crisis away from financial ruin, right? And we know people that are impacted financially, so they can't focus on their health and recovery because they're so freaked out about their finances. And so Wendy's on a mission, and she is making a huge impact, and I'm super excited, and so excited to see your book, selling, #1 bestseller, hot new release, right? All of that.
And I got my book in the mail a couple of days ago. It's nicely autographed, and I was like, oh, look, I got my book.
Yeah, we all know, right? Financial health and strategies weren't something we were taught in school. And for most of us, not even something our parents taught us. And so getting a grip on and talking about money and talking about our financial security and all of that, I just, love what you're doing, Wendy. So welcome back. Excited to have you hanging out with us. Albert Corey, you're our tax man, right? I was watching you this morning. You are everywhere, giving away fun strategies.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys, Miss Wendy and Tina. I can't believe we've been together only a year, but we feel like we're brothers and sisters. Miss Dr. Wendy, Tina, Angel, and Christina. My name is Albert Corey, but the world knows me as the Taxman. You see, for almost 4 decades and 16,000 clients later, you know what they all had in common? They increased their profits so they can get their dreams through my simple marketing and accounting system called Ninja Profit Secret. Now, if you all know and watch Tina's show all the time, they called me MacGyver because I'm always finding ways to get my views and people out. Everybody who watches me knows that's what I do. That's how I built my office to making like 3 times more than I did last year, 30% increase during COVID. I don't know how many people went up during COVID, but I'm having a good year ever. Let me give everybody a cool tip right now. I want everybody who's watching this to take out their phone and either do a selfie or go take a picture and say, hey, because by taking the picture, you're already being associated with awesome people. And that's the way to be successful. So that's the way you're being successful is you want to be associated. And that's why we're going to have the tonight, 7 o'clock. You see, everybody's taking a picture. You can tag me if you want, Albert Corey or the 1040 W2. And by the way, thank you, Dan. He's taking care of my YouTube video editing because he's the bomb at that. You see, it works.
Angel's phone is disappearing.
Thank you. So we're having a webinar tonight. It's called Easy. You can go to easybuildbiz.com where you're going to learn all my ninja secrets. You know, I build every day, and you guys know I'm out there every day. And what am I spending to build, guys? 0. Isn't that a cool concept to build your business without spending any money? You know, one of my cool things I heard, like, during COVID, somebody came to my house. My son's friend goes, has a little pizza vegan shop starting his, oh, I don't have no money to advertise. I go, do you have $10 to go to Office Depot and make flyers? Well, I don't know. I started a whole business on Office Depot flyers. Duh, $10. You know, you might, cut them in half because if you're poor, you can make 2 sheets, $10. Now it's like 10 cents a sheet. All right. So $10, 10, that gets you, 200 sheets. And guess what? And get on your little butt and go house to house. If you have no money, go left foot, right foot. Hey, I built an office on left foot, right foot. Okay. You can find me always. Like I said, it's easybuildbiz.com. And everybody's showing up. I got some cool stuff. I'm a 2-time Amazon bestseller. I got awesome books, 2. And maybe I'll soon have a 3rd one. It's on the way. We're going to have a bunch of cool free gifts. I got my book here. This is my first one. I don't know if you can see it, but this is how I built my business with no money with the art of perception. We show people how to do it. And like I said, I've been building it all the time and it works. You don't have to blame. Don't look at me. Just look at my Google reviews.
Tina's over there. Tina's still over there caught up on it, Don, that you called her butt little. Like, they're like, thank you for saying my butt was little, right?
So you can catch my webinar tonight. It's free and you can get over $295 free gifts. Go to easybuildbiz.com.
Easybuildbiz.com. Look at that call to action. Look at him taking action. I love it. But we do. I think we're just feeling a little self-conscious about our Zoom butts these days.
Hey, take your Zoom butt and zoom into getting a ching ching,
And zoom getting, yeah. So this is where Dawn Moore, right? She's also helping us. She's helping very many people who are struggling with that little COVID-19 get back into their pre-COVID. Is it pre-COVID? Like, I don't know. Is there a thing like that, Dawn?
19 pounds that people put on.
All right. So Dawn you heard her talk a little bit. She's been on every single one of our Connect Summits. She always comes up with something fresh and new. So it is not time to take a potty break when Dawn comes on, because you don't want to miss. So Dawn, introduce yourself, give us a little synopsis. And I know you did share a little bit about what you're speaking about, but you can also expand a little bit.
So my name is Dawn Moore, and I am not a mermaid, not a unicorn, but I have been called a word whisperer and a word ninja because I specialize in language and communication. So, and that really bleeds over into every aspect of life when you're in business, just in health, in everything that you do, because we interact with other people constantly. And sometimes what we say and how it was interpreted are not always the same. So when I speak, I do ask the question, what's more important, what was said or how it was interpreted? And the answer really is both. And you need to know why that is so that you don't create conflict, because people want to be heard and understood. And especially in times of COVID, where people are super sensitive to everything going on in the world, you say the wrong word, and the next thing you know, you've got a nuclear explosion on your hands. So it's a matter of taking responsibility for yourself. And because I do speak on a number of different topics, it's because I have this unquenchable curiosity. Those of you who know me and love me call me a nerd, and I say thank you, because I'm always trying to learn something new. I don't think we ever arrive. We're always striving. The more information that we have and can apply it, the more people that we can serve. So way back in the day, like in 1994, I started learning a lot about health and wellness and nutrition, because it's super important to have a healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. But because I'm a nerd, I didn't just stop at learning about it. I went all the way up to a certified bioenergetic practitioner with like 8 certifications in health and wellness and nutrition and dieting and weight loss and mindset. And then I put some weight on when I went back to get my master's degree after 9/11. And I was shocked by that because I'd never been heavy. And I ended up becoming a health coach. And what I found was people struggle. They struggle with mindset. They struggle with finances. They struggle with self-sabotage. They struggle with overwhelm, so many different things. So I just continued learning, because what I realized is there's a direct intersection between your business, your health, your person, your relationships. And words are one of those connectors. And here's another thing that I like to ask people. So if you want to write in the chat, I love interaction. Who's the first person who hears what you say when you speak? Go ahead and type in the chat. Who is it? Who's the first person who hears what you say when you speak? Exactly, you are. So you better say something you want to hear. But where my specialty comes in is the words that people use and the outcomes they desire are often not, as Angel says, matchy-matchy. But you don't know that unless you're working with a language coach or a business coach or somebody who can help you understand that your self-talk and the where you are in life are directly connected. So people who say to me, I want to lose weight, I'm like, okay, can we focus on what you want, not what you don't want? Because if you focus on losing weight, what are you going to get more of? You're going to get more weight. You're going to have that Zoom butt. I remember the first time I said that, I think it was on Angel on your summit. And I started talking about Zoom butt, and oh my gosh, the chat blew up. But we can have a sense of humor. We can use words and have fun while we're in business. We can use words that tell captivating stories about what it is we do, so the business comes alive. I mean, Wendy, I love what you do with finances, but if you start talking to me about all the things that I need to do, I'm going to get that donut look. But if you can tell it in a captivating story that's personal to me, which is what you do so well, all of a sudden it comes alive. Or Dawn Bates, talking to her and she's a mermaid, or Christine McKay as a unicorn, or me as a word ninja. It just comes together in our minds. I love talking about Angel as a media matchmaker.
My internet went. Sorry.
So it's just a lot of fun to learn how you can use language and communication to tell these captivating stories about who you are and what you do for other people, and also to create and craft those compelling messages that solve a problem and serve a need. So that's what I do, and I'm going to be talking about that on Tuesday.
I love it. I love it. So let's see. We still have Dawn Bates, which we want to make sure, because we've got Dawn and Dawn. We've got Dawn times 2. We've got Daniel Meyer. We've got Andrew Cap. to still feature, but I want to take a quick little moment to highlight our sponsors of the Angel and Tina morning show, because that's what keeps this show going. Oops, hold on. Shoot. I was so close.
You're so close.
I was so close. Actually, let's go to Dawn Bates. Dawn Bates, right? Our Dawn times 2, and then after Dawn Bates, and that'll lead us into introducing Dan Meyer. How about that? So Dawn, give a little synopsis about you and what you're going to be sharing next week on the Connect Summit.
Well, I don't know. I've got so many titles now, and people just keep giving me all these names. I don't even know if I know who I am. But picking up on what Dawn was saying about being a mermaid, it is really interesting how people interpret that, because I'm more of a Banksy mermaid rather than a Disney mermaid. There is nothing Disney about me. Bring on the Banksy, and you got a Dawn Bates Miss Mermaid.
She's the rated R mermaid.
I'll be the Disney version, and then
you can be Disney all you like, darling. I don't want to be anywhere near that game.
It's like, no, this is not G-rated over here.
Hey, I got Pilates in a bit down at the studio, and I've got to keep my mind on track and all those machines and straps and things. Hello. But anyway, moving on, different show. But yeah, no, I want to be talking about leadership, but leading leaders. Because as some of you know, that I've got quite a few people that I'm working with at the moment on book collaborations, and this is something that Dawn and I were talking about yesterday, and I've spoken to a few of us. And it, you know, when you are leading leaders, you really do need to have your own leadership and integrity in check. And you know, so but understanding what leadership actually is, because one of the things that everyone says, oh, I'm a leader, oh, let's talk about leadership. Not even the people who study leadership and have been studying it since the 1920s know what leadership is. You know, the academics can't describe what it is because it's not tangible. And so I'm going to be looking at the different kinds of leadership and how we can actually identify it, whether we're looking at it from a political sense of leadership, which is something that the world has been going through at the moment, whether it's conceptual leadership, but what actually is the concept, whether we're looking at something that is, we're going to be looking at intrinsic or external leadership. So I'm really going to be calling it forward, because some of the books that we've got coming out at the moment, Jocelyn Bellows, who will be joining us on the Angel and Tina show, and I can't remember which day is one of them that we're booked in on. You know, she's just gone through a massive leadership journey where she has pulled together 16 leaders from across 5 continents to promote the book Breakdown to Wake Up, where we're actually talking about how leaders have gone through that moment of breakdown to actually wake themselves up and springboard themselves to success. So that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about next week. You're on mute, Angel. I can't hear you. Tina's muted you.
I don't have the power today. I do have the power on the Connect Summit because, you know, a lot of people like to talk, and I'm like, mute, 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 mute.
Yeah, I think that's Tina's favorite thing, is having the power to mute others.
But I don't have the power today.
Did you include that in your list of gratitude?
Yeah. But I only mute people when we're on the Connect Summit because they start getting loud and it interrupts the other speakers, and people are like blowing me up going, can you make them be quiet? So I'm like, Angel, make sure that I have power to mute people, because
It's like, I can and I will.
Yes, I need to have that power, so then that way everybody is quiet when the speaker is speaking.
All right, well, let's take a moment and highlight the sponsors of the Angel and Tina morning show. Of course, we love being the bright start to your day, giving authors, coaches, entrepreneurs, speakers a platform to come on and share all the good stuff that they've got going on. So if you've got a business, a book, or a brand that you're launching, an event, something you're promoting, we love talking about that here on the Angel and Tina morning show. And we do these special editions. We've done them for so many people that are hosting events. We did them for Assets Are Sexy, Lemonade Legend, all the contributors in her magazine. So we get to do this regularly, and it's just a really special community that we have created here. but we wouldn't be able to do all that we do without the sponsors of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. Bliss by the Lake Boutique is our clothing sponsor. They get new inventory in every single week, so check them out on social media. Our award-winning producer is the Zandra TV network, and we are globally and digitally streamed and syndicated on all those on-demand streaming networks that you love watching your favorite on-demand programs. You can catch the Zandra TV network. Tons of new programs are coming out this fall, but you can also catch the Angel and Tina Morning Show and share it every day with those that you care about, right? That you want to put a smile on their face. And then you see him here. He's a guest on our Connect Summit. He will be speaking next week about his brand new service. But so many people are struggling, right? How do I get it all done? And we tell them our dirty little secret is you don't have to do it all. You can do what you do best and hire out all the rest when you hire your own virtual assistant or a team of VAs through sonicva.com. And when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show, you're going to get a 10% discount off your first 40 hours of virtual assistant service. So go to sonicva.com. Those are our sponsors. These are our guests. And I think with that, we'll go right into Mr. Daniel Meyer.
Well, thank you again. So, you know, what's fun about this is we're making an hour-long video here, right? So this is something that when you put it out there on YouTube, you want to think about what's going to happen to the life of the video that we're recording, right? So it's highly unlikely, unfortunately, that someone's going to watch the whole video all the way through. So it's probably a good idea that if you were doing an hour-long Zoom video, that you break it up, that you cut it up into smaller chunks. And when you do that, you want to have some kind of intro and outro around that, some kind of introduction, kind of quick 10-second, kind of like fun music, something to get people energized. And then you go into some of the content and you give context for it. You talk about what you're going to achieve with that video. And then at the outro, you want to have another 10-second little fun music thing that has your call to action, has like some kind of go to this site or subscribe to this channel or buy this product or whatever it may be. So you take the hour-long video and you slice it up into at least 3 or 4 smaller videos with the intro and outro. And in the aggregate, they will get much more watched than the entire video by itself. So that's the kind of thing that Sonic, video system is all about. So we're taking the Sonic, VA brand, which is basically we can help you do anything you need to do from a computer. You can delegate, you can outsource, you can free yourself up to focus on what you do best and let us do all the rest. And if it's video editing that you want done, that's what we do. And this is how we do it. We take raw content and we do things to it to make it a little more engaging. I'll give you like the best reason why you should be on YouTube and why your marketing should go through YouTube. Baby Shark. We all know Baby Shark, right? Baby Shark, yep. So think about how Baby Shark started.
I don't even have a kid and I know
Does
it.
anybody know? Baby Shark actually is designed for Korean school children, preschoolers in Korea, to be able to understand English. And it builds a family hierarchy of introducing how to say mom and dad and grandfather and all that in English. That's where it started, right? It didn't start to be this viral thing that 6 billion people have watched. It started as a simple thing with education at its core. So when you make things for YouTube, you want to think about how you're going to educate, how you're going to empower, how you're going to enable somebody, and then do something fun around it that involves some kind of music and animation and something that gets people going. When you do that, you're going to find that your videos get a lot more watchability. So that's really just a quick idea of what we do at Sonic VA. So again, so happy to be here. I'm really excited about being on this Connect Summit next week.
Okay, so some of these people don't know what Baby Shark is, so I want you to go.
Now you've never seen Baby Shark.
Okay,
Who?
So Christine and Andrew both have said that they have never heard or seen Baby Shark.
Okay, so you're one of the 1 billion people who haven't seen it out of the 6 billion that have.
Right? So it is probably, so you know how the Small World song, when you go to Disney, you're singing the Small World for days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks afterwards? That's what the Baby Shark song is. You start going to sleep with the Baby Shark song in your head.
Right, so if you go to Google or go to YouTube and type in Baby Shark, you'll probably have
Baby Shark. And then
you probably have heard it before.
Baby Shark, do 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 do. All of my kids are grown and out of the house, and I know this Baby Shark song.
There you go.
We now know what Tina secretly binge watches.
Baby Shark video, baby.
Andrew, welcome to the club. Are you feeling included?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? Honestly, I feel right at home. And I love the energy here. And it's really cool because energy is such a loaded word, but everyone's got their own unique energetic signature that's just like shining through in their personality. It's so fun to be in the middle of that. And it's kind of like, Angel and Tina, you two in particular, you play off of one another so well. I can see why it's such a success and why people are going to the summit.
Well, we started the summit first, and after our first summit, they said, you guys have such a good energy. You guys should like start a talk show. And so I was like,
Tina was like, yeah, we should.
And she was like,
I was 10 years in broadcasting. Like, I do not want to go
like
on.
we're doing Baby Shark or we're doing a show. All right, we're just going to do the show. We don't know Baby Shark.
So Andrew, welcome. We are super excited to be expanding and adding your fresh new face to the lineup. And Christine spoke very highly of you, recommended you. We had an incredible conversation, and you fit right in with the crew. So give a
little crazy to fit into our circle. So
right, we're a little unscripted, little raw, little real, little more real, but give us a little synopsis about you, the book, and what you're going to be sharing next week.
And how you got 890 reviews.
Over 900 reviews.
901 reviews.
So it's so funny because I mean, I've been an entrepreneur 20 years and I've known about law of attraction for 16, and I wrote this book like a year ago. So this is my answer to the question of what step can I take in my business where I'll actually be really passionate about interacting with my readers, which by the way is a preview to next week and how important that is, because I wanted a scenario where if a reader wrote into me and they had a question, I wouldn't be bored answering back. I'd be excited. I would be in a healthy dialogue with them. And for me, obviously, I think everyone can relate, whether it's a book or it's a video or it's a business or anything. No one just wants to put anything out there. If you're going to enter a crowded marketplace, you want to do something really unique that in a way that stands out. So obviously I did the big title, the big promise, and it became basically my guiding Northern Star of, okay, now that I have this title and this book cover, everything that I write through it has to live up to it. And I'm very grateful for the reviews that kind of validate the vision that I had. And it's really my pleasure. And basically the reason I believe, to pat myself on the back, I believe the book articulates the message well, but that's only because I've succeeded and failed the way everyone has. And I've just chosen to put it on paper in a way that everyone can relate to. So for me, part of my secret sauce is just articulating what we've all been through and showing people in my own way how I dug my way out of it, so that people can take the same language and use that to their advantage and dig themselves out the same way if they're struggling with law of attraction, but they're still interested in it.
Angie, we have to correct your number now because it is 905.
Ooh.
Nice.
Growing. It just keeps changing.
It's just growing by the minute.
Okay. So
it's really like,
we'd be fabulous if we could get you to 1,000
by the time the show ends. So you're at 905, 95 more people.
Andrew,
everyone's like starts reading like really fast.
Andrew,
it's funny, like the book came out on November 24th. So I'm kind of like, the ego is very curious what number I'll get in a calendar year. So I don't watch it closely usually. I watch it, say, again, preview. And by the way, this is okay. It's a preview because there's plenty more when we're on next week. But one thing I do in my care of my audience is I respond to the reviews. I bother to reply and comment on Amazon so they know that I'm actually there. So by that token, I have to pay somewhat attention to the count. But there's times where I'll take a few days off because there's so much going on. And it's a pleasant surprise. It started picking up momentum at like 500. Where I'd leave for 3 or 4 days and 40 would come on. In the beginning, it wasn't like that. So I'm kind of discovering a lot of this along with anyone else that might have some kind of situation where there's like a lot of attention on something.
So if you're an author out there or who are about to launch a book, tomorrow's or next week's summit is something to watch, because Angel and I have been helping a lot of authors, you know, hit that bestseller mark. But doing something like this and getting those reviews and having them roll in, and then Amazon's going to kick in and start helping you sell those books as well. So you're going to have to definitely tune in next Tuesday from 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Come to us, and we're going to be on the Connect Virtual Summit. Go to the Connect Virtual Community on Facebook. Join us there too. And make sure you guys register, because there's going to be some amazing tips on how to get to, we're going to have you at 1,000 by Tuesday.
Boom. Let's do it.
Mr. Andrew, what's your last name so I can get your book? So
it's Cap with KAP. And either whether it's on YouTube or just looking for it, it's pretty easy to spot. And you can see the cover right behind me, so it's very easy to spot on Amazon when you're looking for it.
And what's your last
Okay, so
name?
Andrew, let's start with you. We're gonna make sure we give a way that everybody can connect and take action with each and one of you. So Andrew, how do people connect with you? How do you want them to follow you? Where do you want them to go and review your book?
Links. Yeah, 2 easy links. LastLawOfAttractionBook.com if you want to go to the Amazon listing, or if you don't want to pull out your wallet and you want some free info, you could just go to youtube.com/Andrew Cap with a K. And that's all the content that's inspired by the book that I just continue to build on for people.
Smart. Smart marketing right there. All right. What about you, Don Moore? How can people get a hold of you and reach out to you?
I think the easiest way is dawnmore360.com. That's my social media hub. I change that up the most. I have different offers that are available on there, and whatever your social media platform is, it's really the easiest way to connect.
All right. And Daniel Meyer, give us our little CTA from you.
So basically, you know, Sonic VA is here to help. We have a lot of skills, and we have a lot of great VAs. So the idea is really we want to try to match the person. So when you connect with us, if you go to sonicva.com, we'll do an assessment with you and figure out what is the best things that we can take off your plate and who we can have tie up with you. So go to sonicva.com. You can send us a message through there, or you can go to sonicva.com/video or click on the video thing if you want to learn more about the actual video editing product. So thanks again for your time. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Andrew said it himself. It takes him 6 hours to edit those videos. So it's an amazing, like, okay, here, just do it, because your 6 hours are worth a lot more than $150 to, you know, edit a video or whatever it is. It's not like, it's nothing. And Dr. Wendy, how do you want people to get a hold of you?
You can go, since it's health insurance enrollment period, go ahead and text the word TALK, T-A-L-K, to 770-796-4944. And we can have a 20-minute strategy session about the coverage that you need to make sure you have the proper protection. So that's TALK, T-A-L-K, to 770-796-4944. And thanks for having me.
And Mr. Albert Corey.
Well, you can get 2 things. One, we got the tonight at 7 o'clock, if you're watching this live, that's easybuildbiz.com. And we're going to show you all my little ninja tricks from simple accounting and marketing to get your business to the next level. But if you want to talk to me now, you can text Ninja Now to 26786, Ninja Now to 2, and you'll get you get like all kinds of cool stuff. Free consultation, 2 free Amazon bestsellers. We also got another free book coming out, free What Kind of Corporation. So all you got to do is go to Ninja 26786, Ninja Now, and we'll get everything out to you like yesterday, and free consultation.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Mrs. Mermaid herself, Dawn Bates. You are muted.
One of the best places to get hold of me is via my website, because then people can choose their preferred platform, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, but it's Real Dawn Bates. It's my social media tag. So, you know, just got to keep it real and keep your feet on the ground, haven't you? No matter how big or wherever you go. But yeah, dawnbates.com. They can get my books on there. They can book in for discovery calls. They can see podcasts, listen to podcasts, buy my books, whatever they need from that space.
Thank you. And our unicorn and sponsor of the Connect Virtual Summit, Christine McKay with Venn Negotiation.
Yes, you can text negotiate to 26786 and learn your default negotiation style, because one of the things we'll talk about next week is how you ask for something matters, as Dawn Moore absolutely knows and talks a little bit about too, but we'll talk about it more from the perspective of negotiation style. So text negotiate to 26786 to learn your default negotiation style. And you'll also get our PDF guide to 7 keys to successful negotiation.
I'm so excited that you're sponsoring the summit again next week and bringing all these fabulous people together. And you truly are, like, you, every time I talk to somebody and they say, I've just talked to Christine, she's incredible. Like, the accolades for you, Christine, are just, I'm hanging out with some pretty cool people. And so thank you so much for that. Did we get Dawn Bates? We didn't get Dawn Bates, did we?
Yeah, we did.
We did? Did we get everybody? Like all the way through? We got the call to action from everybody? You did good. You did good, Tina. All right. Well, these are a few of, or most of, our rock star speakers that will be speaking to you next week on the Connect Summit. Make sure that you register today to join us. The tickets are complimentary, and every single one of our speakers will be putting a gift into our virtual swag bag. So over $5,000 in fun value just for signing up and hanging out with us. So we're super excited about that. It is a do not miss. This is our 9th summit event that we have put together this year, bringing on, we'll cross over 100 speakers that have crossed the stage of a Connect Summit. So super proud to be a part of that. And we're just grateful to have you all here this morning. We are so excited to be the bright start to your day. My name is Angel Tuccy, and I am your media matchmaker. We've created an incredible network of shining supporters, of strong encouragers, of best-selling authors, incredible brands, influencers influencing influencers. And if you're looking for more exposure, you can get started with my complimentary media kit at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. And if you've got something big you want to launch, make sure you text the word angel to 26786. That's the word angel to 26786, and we'll get you started with our Tickled Pink Media launch package today.
I love this. I love our Connect Summit because it does. It's our community. Every single month it gets better and better and better. We already have our December one on the books and getting booked up. It's already booked up. So, that's going to be our 10th one this year. It's amazing. So every single month, I'm more blessed by you guys all coming on. I'm Tina Torres, your client retention expert, otherwise known as the gratitude specialist. And if you're struggling with attracting the right clients, knowing how to connect to them, or even if you just don't know how to convert them into clients, I have a complimentary guide that'll help you grow your audience organically, online and offline, connect and nurture those relationships authentically, and then take those relationships and turn them into paying clients. You can grab your free guide if you text the word connection to 26786. That is 26786, the word connection. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. We will see you guys tomorrow. We hope we brought a bright start to your day. Bye, guys.